wonder what yerba mate is and if it has any researched health benefits? If so, you're going to love this video because I'm going to tell you 4 things that yerba mate can help with health-wise, and at the end I will show you exactly where to go to get everything you need to make a cup of yerba mate yourself. Okay, this next part, self-explanatory. Wait for it to cool off and then just sip through the straw. So traditionally you take a few sips, pass it to the next person. Most mornings I drink it all by myself. But anyway, let's move on and talk about those health benefits that I know you guys came here for. Back, hair and makeup done. Did you notice how good my skin looked on the non-makeup clip there? I had acne, believe it or not, for about 10 years, really bad. Ask anybody who knows me. And really, functional medicine, functional nutrition approach is what really helped me to get rid of that. So that's a whole nother story for a whole nother time. We'll maybe even make a video on it. But let's go ahead, dive into what you came here for and talk about the health benefits of yerba mate. And to allow me to keep making videos like this, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell next to the subscribe button so that you get notified of new videos, and like this, comment below. Thank you so much. It helps me be able to keep making videos, and let's dive in. So let's start by talking about what yerba mate is. So yerba mate is a drink prepared from the leaves and sometimes stem. So as you can see here, it's just what it looks like, of this tree that I have no idea how to pronounce the name of. Let me look it up for you and I can take a try at it. Lex paraguayensis. But anyway, it is traditionally consumed in Latin and South America. So to prepare it, as you saw, all you need is a filtering straw, otherwise called a bombilla, a gourd, and honestly you don't need a gourd. You can just use a mug, you can use a mason jar. The bombilla is the most important. Note that if you're going to buy a gourd on Amazon, a lot of times it'll come with a aluminum straw. You probably don't want to be drinking through aluminum. Just that aluminum could accumulate in your body. It can cause issues with the energy production cycle in your mitochondria, which isn't our cells, and so you might want to consider switching out that aluminum straw for a stainless steel one. I have links in my description below. And then you just need the yerba mate stems and leaves. You can buy it either just the leaves and stems, whatever your preference. I also have some links below for a couple good brands of this. So what you want to do then is you want to close the filtering straw as I showed in my video, place it in the gourd, and then fill the gourd about halfway to 3/4 full of the leaf stems. Some people less, some people more, just depending upon their preference. And then you'll want to pour the hot water over. So I notice if I heat my water up to about 120, then I can just start drinking it right away, 140, and then I just have to wait a bit for it to cool off. Okay, so now let's talk about the health benefits, the researched health benefits. You know, online, a lot of times now there's a lot of not accurate information, and as a registered dietitian, as having about 7 years of formal education in nutrition, some in the field of functional medicine, functional nutrition, I am research-based. So I always want to know, how do we know this? Or is someone just kind of making it up, honestly? So let's dive into what we know based upon the research. But first, all you athletes, you might be happy to know that there is some research for yerba mate in cyclists. And what it showed was yerba mate can help with focus, energy, and speed. So it led to improved times, improved outcomes. Really awesome. As you might know, as an athlete, there is research with caffeine. So maybe it's the caffeine in yerba mate, which, by the way, is more of a kind of subtle buzz than the caffeine from coffee, which can be more of a jittery buzz. So that's kind of a benefit there. And for those of you with type 2 diabetes, I have good news for you too. Yerba mate has been shown through the research to improve fasting glucose by 17% in individuals with type 2 diabetes. So you might be wondering, all right, cool, how much do I need to drink to get that benefit? Well, in the research, participants drank yerba mate 3 times a day for 2 months, but still significant improvement. And what's even cooler is that it was shown to improve hemoglobin A1C in folks with prediabetes. So if you don't know, hemoglobin A1C, it's this marker that you probably have had checked by your doctor at some point, and it basically shows the average blood sugar over the past 3 months. So it doesn't pay to get it checked every single month. Get it checked, every about 3 to 4 months. But it's a great marker because of just how it shows that average versus our blood sugar day to day can really change. So if we're just checking one point in time, it doesn't give us a great representation as far as what sort of risk we might be at for prediabetes or diabetes. And next up, weight loss. And Kama. Yes, yerba mate intake was shown to significantly help people lose weight. So again, how much do I take, Ash? So the research was done taking it 3 times a day for 6 to 12 weeks, which is pretty great, a short amount of time to be showing significant improvement in the folks who took yerba mate trying to lose weight compared to the folks who did not. So further, do you guys know what an antioxidant is? Basically, an antioxidant is this nutrient that helps protect our cells from damage from things called free radicals. And free radicals, they're produced in our body no matter what. It's just a natural occurrence from metabolism. So we just need to make sure we get in enough antioxidants to help protect our cells, because what might happen if you don't have enough antioxidants to protect the cells from damage is it could lead to chronic issues, chronic diseases, possibly cancers and the like. So yerba mate provides us with antioxidants, as do many different plant foods. All the different colorful produce usually are rich in antioxidants. And lastly, a kind of indirect benefit of yerba mate is that it's a very social experience traditionally. So as mentioned, the gourd and bombilla, people usually take a few sips and then pass it around the circle as you're socializing with your neighbors, with your friends. So as I said, I usually drink it myself in the morning, but there have been times where I'm with friends who enjoy yerba mate as well, and then we just pass it around and share it. It can be a really great social experience. There's good research showing how having those social experiences, having this community can really improve our overall health, might decrease stress, give you this feeling of belonging, of community, which is so important. Okay, awesome, right? So why doesn't everybody just drink yerba mate, you might be thinking? Look at those health benefits. Well, I'm glad you asked, because there are a few instances where you're going to want to avoid drinking yerba mate. So the first one is anxiety. So certainly if somebody's having anxiety, they're not going to want to drink this caffeine, because caffeine can make anxiety worse, right? Also, high blood pressure. Same thing. Diarrhea, so caffeine can make the bowels move more, which is not what we want in somebody who we're really trying to help improve diarrhea. And then lastly, this one's interesting. If somebody is at increased risk for bleeding, you're going to want to have them avoid higher caffeine foods, because that caffeine can have antiplatelet effects, so it can just make the bleeding even worse. And then the last thing is, if you are prone to struggling with sleep, you might want to consider taking a caffeine holiday for 1 to 2 weeks for obvious reasons. Caffeine can impact our sleep, even if somebody's only drinking in the morning. For some people, that the amount of caffeine they drink, the half-life of it, can still impact sleep at night. So I would recommend, if you can't do a whole week, just try like 3 days of not drinking caffeine and see if you're sleeping deeper, waking up more well rested in the morning. So I want to thank you for watching. Now you can go on and impress all your friends and family with your new yerba mate knowledge, and maybe even start a new yerba mate tradition. Again, links below if you want to go ahead and try it yourself. So just to review, yerba mate can help with athletic performance, weight loss, diabetes, maybe even pre-diabetes, and then also cellular health to prevent different chronic diseases. So thank you again so much for watching. If you have any ideas for more functional nutrition topics that you'd like me to cover, please comment below, or just comment a thumbs up if you like this video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe, hit the bell. Again, all that helps me to continue to bring videos, research-based functional nutrition videos out to you guys. Thank you so much. Hope you have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.